Hey guys, sorry I'm late in questioning, as per usual, questioning where my life is go no, I'm just kidding. Uh, we had an IEP with the new school, so, that means the boys I know I am late and, well, myself, to be honest, let's be real. I'm just myself. It is who it is, and me who it is. Rain actually sent me all the information on this, and Sal and I will be covering this. Sal will be taking the afternoons because this is a California case, and they have chosen to, be in a whole different time zone because I think just to chiefly annoy me. I mean, I believe that was the entire uh, deal with this. It was simply a annoy me. It was an entire against Mo kind of thing. Only you would turn IEP into something hilarious, Bunny, but, everyone has a talent, and you make that work for you. So I figured we would have kind of a short, little stream right now, and then I would take a lunch break because hi, Kim. This is actually thank you. Sal, I did realize that there was a hot kid, uh, left in a car trial, and you know what? I'd rather focus on a trial that has, sex therapist, Drew Carey, and and actual crazy stalker boyfriend, as advertised in theory. And thank you, Rain. You sent me all the stuff about this, and we will be going over it. So we will have a short, kind of hour-long stream today because I can't tell time when I was setting this up, because it looks like court is going to start around it looks like child left in car. Law and Crime is calling it the hot kid case, which is phrasing, um, terrible phrasing, uh, but it's a child, I believe, that was left inside a car. Hello, Maggie May. I don't think I've seen you on here, but, welcome. And so I figured we would kinda get into the sort of yeah, I am loo I So Sal will be helping me in the evenings because, my life kinda gets a whole lot chaotic in the evenings with all the children people. So he and Excited Utterance will be taking over kind of the evening, afternoons of this, and I will try to pop in and out if I can, depending on, track meets and practices and all the things, and I have sent a link to Jamie if she can join. If not, I totally understand. Life is like a box of chocolates, you just never know when you're gonna get that crazy bit, or that, what is the one that I hate? It's the strawberry one. I am ugh, you can throw that strawberry one right in the trash can. Little Peanut, good morning. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can find a not court TV 'cause, them babbling every 5 minutes will annoy me unless we have to go, the old wait a day until they actually put on something not terrible, but I figured we would pull up some of the coverage that they have, kind of going over what the case is, what they have information-wise, just a short little, kind of intro to what this case is, what we're gonna be looking at, and then Sal and I, because, we really, really could not pass this up. We have found out that this victim, with all due respect, we are respecting her and memorializing her. This victim had a YouTube channel. Yeah, I imagine that they will be covering it. It has all the things. It has, sex therapists. They're both reasonably attractive people. I will go ahead and uh, get that or get it pulled up because they are both fairly attractive people. So we will get that started. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big case. She was definitely, she was Drew Carey's former fiancé, so I don't know what happened there. It says Sal was looking into it. There's a possibility that he will actually testify, and it looks like this woman actually, did all the steps that someone who has a stalkery or actual, harassing, ex-partner is supposed to. She got a restraining order, she moved, I mean, she was doing all of the steps that you are supposed to when you have someone who isn't respecting your boundaries, and it looked like he, again, didn't yeah, that's probably I mean, it's not like he was doing okay, I'm not trying to be mean to Drew Carey, but, I mean, he's doing The Price is Right. It's not like he was doing Drew Carey well, okay, whose line is it anyway? Never mind. I'd have been totally fangirling if I ran into him. Never mind. Oh, okay. Oh, well, interesting. Okay, so she did work on reality shows as well, like the Braxton Family Value Show. S I miss all the things because I don't watch all of these reality shows. I have my favorite train wreck shows, My 600 Pound Life, um, it used to be Sister Wives and Hoarders, and then anything that says My Big Fat Gypsy anything. Gypsy Sisters, totally. Oh, okay, so according to everyone, she broke up with Drew Carey years before meeting this guy, and she might have run into him at a BDSM convention, which, good on you. Well, I mean, not on meeting the guy, but oh, for the love of sir, get another hobby. Have you tried crocheting? Or, macrame? Drew Carey gets paid. Hey, and he lost all that weight. He does look strange now that he's lost all the weight. I'm not saying he doesn't look good, but he does look strange. I was stuck at the car dealership as they held me hostage fixing my car for an exorbitant amount of money until I paid them back. Um, and I had to see him, and I was, like, on Price is Right, and I haven't seen him since his, Drew Carey days, which I need to start watching that show again because I loved it. And, he just looks so different. But let me stop talking and let's get into the thing, and I am going to start this and then go get, Mr. Fry, who seems to feel like his world has been ended since he was put in his little playpen.
Top of the hour. Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Ted Rollins. Glad to have you along with us on this Monday afternoon. We are in several courtrooms this afternoon in South Carolina. Jury selection is wrapping up, and then it'll be time for opening statements in the disabled teenage death trial. Rita Pangalangan and her boyfriend, Larry King, both facing a jury accused of putting 13-year-old little Christina Pangalangan inside a car and leaving her to die in August of 2019. We'll take you into the courtroom as soon as those opening statements begin. We're also in California, where jury selection is underway in the murder trial for Gareth Pursehouse. He's accused of murdering Amiee Harwick, the ex-fiancée of Price is Right host Drew Carey. Opening statements expected to begin tomorrow in that case. And let's begin with that case out in the state of California. And to get us caught up and up to speed, here's Court TV legal correspondent Kelly Craft.
We have Dr. Amiee Harwick. Dr. Amiee Harwick was a Hollywood family and sex therapist.
Also, can we say, like, super hottie? I mean, I don't swing that way, but, yowza. I mean
I do.
oh, Mr. Mo. Mr. Mo is giving his professional
Who paid for her PhD by
oh,
modeling
yes,
and
Mr. Mo
fire
says,
eating
as
at
a
LA parties.
heterosexual man, yes,
It's still
that's
hurts you,
her.
and it's okay to
Yes,
say
ma'am.
it hurts.
She counseled the Braxtons on Wee's reality television show, Braxton Family Values, had her own YouTube channel and a growing following, but her rise to fame was cut short on February 15th, 2020. Police responded to a 911 call in Hollywood Hills. They were told a woman was being assaulted in her home. They found Harwick on the ground beneath her third-story balcony. An autopsy found she died of strangulation and injuries from the fall. Her ex-fiancé, actor and comedian Drew Carey, spoke to CBS 48 Hours. They were together for more than a year, but broke up in 2018. Hardwick reached out to him in 2020, just 2 days prior to her murder.
I got a text from her and would love to get together with you and talk.
Oh, yes. Look, you guys, chat may be able to help us out because Sal and I have, as you know, we may be mirror twins of ourselves and have a sliding scale of morality that, you know, as long as it's hilarious, there may be a sliding scale of morality. So our our victim has a YouTube channel that may or may not be all about the smexy things. So, if Sal and I were to take some time on Saturdays and Sundays to maybe review some of these, would y'all be amenable or would that be in poor taste? You tell us. Because, I mean, Sal and I are all for it, but I mean, we have very different levels. I know she was hot as heck. I think Flux would approve. But we have to find Miss Flux at some point and ask. Morning, Monty G. I know, Sal. You and I are not. We are not the best people to ask. You know, I have never seen it.
And I said, yeah, I would love to do that. I love you.
Are you sad you never got that chance?
I never got it. I never got a chance to do it.
Investigators found evidence of a struggle inside the house. Take a listen to what else they found from Investigation Discovery's Death by Fame.
LAPD investigators saw beads that trickled through from the bedroom all the way to the balcony of the home.
I think so. What it wouldn't be making fun of her, but I think it's definitely the subject matter. So the one that we found was about BDSM and good points of how some of the concepts could bring different things to your relationship. Obviously, it's more just the funniness of having both Sal and I talk about these things on the internet. It's not so much her as a victim of anything, which we totally condemn. I mean, this dude is a dirtbag by all intents and purposes. Then it's more definitely just like she said BDSM. I mean, it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, she said spanking. Yeah, no, no. It's more that definitely that we're 12-year-olds. It's not making fun of her in any way.
The home that looked like they came from a necklace.
They also found a syringe with nicotine in it. Although she wasn't injected with it, there was enough nicotine in there.
Also, side note, you guys, this is one of the detectives that worked on the Night Stalker case.
To be death-causing.
Detectives soon zeroed in on Gareth Pursehouse, Harwick's ex-boyfriend who had allegedly been physically abusive. She had filed restraining orders, but he allegedly kept stalking and harassing her, even 8 years after their breakup. Here's more from.
And Sal did send me on Discord copies of the restraining orders, so we'll go over those. I believe he put those in the new, there's now a Discord link for those. Or there's a new thing for that. You know how the things go. I can't. Y'all know the Discord with the thingamabob and there's a doodad right next to it, and you do the thing with the thing. Hello. Twisted, it's just for you. It's just for you. I know you love it. Every time I think, what would Bunny like? I pause just one more again. Just for you.
From Harwick's friends on Investigation Discovery's Death by Fame.
She talked about how she was afraid of him. She would say, he's a computer genius and he might, be monitoring my phones and so forth.
She's always been scared, and she's always mentioned that she feared for her safety.
During a search of Purshouse's home, police found syringes, the same type and content as the one found at the crime scene. They also found bloody clothing, and he was arrested and charged with the murder of his ex-girlfriend. Prosecutors accused Pursehouse of throwing Harwick over the balcony to her death. Ironically, before her death, Pursehouse posted this video on Twitter, joking about a similar killing in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, first season, the brother and sister are up in the castle, and then the kid sees him through the window, and the brother has to go and throw the kid off and to kill him. And even though it's evil, I feel kind of bad for the brother.
Pursehouse has pleaded not guilty in the death of his ex-girlfriend.
Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, this is Dr. Amiee Harwick.
Again, jury selection beginning this week, and we'll have opening statements a little later in the week. It's a trial that we've been anticipating here at Court TV. Let's talk about it with trial attorney and host of Once Upon a Crime in Hollywood, the podcast, Kelly Hyman. She's in Miami, Florida, and national trial attorney Michael Jaffer. He is in Michigan. All right, this case, Kelly, it's almost like out of a horror movie with this idea of a person she can't allegedly get rid of. Restraining orders, 8 years of back and forth after they broke up. Friends say that she was paranoid that this guy was stalking her. And here we are. She's dead. He's on trial.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even watch or read Game of Thrones, mostly because I couldn't understand or get into it. But yeah, I thought that didn't he become the guy that like had visions of the future, and in the end they made him the like head of the thing? I I don't know. Daggone it, YouTube. How am I going to get to be the queen of the world if you don't tell everyone? Indigo, you cannot fix this man. He needs Snake Island, ma'am. No, I feel like I can't. Luna Bert, stop. Yeah, you feel bad for the guy who's relating to his sister and then yeeted a kid off of tower. That's the real hero of the story. For the love of Cheetos. Welcome, Trent. I've got his defense. He didn't intend to unalive her. Just make her the Queen of Thrones. Trent, welcome. Yeah, I would definitely say that. Correct. Good Lord. Oh. Well, I'm glad all of you guys have watched the show. Sal, I don't think Drew Carey did it, but I do think that if we could lobby to get Whose Line Is It Anyway back on air somehow from this tragedy.
This is horrible, Ted. Here we have this beautiful, young, vibrant woman who had an amazing career, that was doing good things, and she was killed. She filed restraining orders. She tried to get away from this guy. Ultimately, at the end, she's dead. Hopefully, her family.
So this morning is going to be a short little like 1 hour stream. We are just going to kind of go through the background of this case.
Okay.
So famous kind of Hollywood therapist, very sex positive, former fiance of Drew Carey, met a guy, went out with him, didn't work out. He was stalking her for 8 years, got a restraining order, all of that. He ends up allegedly killing her, and now he is on trial, and it's a potential death penalty case, I believe. Sal, I don't know. Dennis Heaton, I can only say that not really, unless you want to go to the outlet mall. There really is nothing to do in Columbus other than the outlet mall. and maybe drinking.
Yeah.
Family will have.
And then say hello to Jamie. Jamie is here as my sidekick in case Mr. Fry needs to go out and potty.
Of course.
But yeah, this is a case that Reindeer sent me, and I haven't really looked a whole lot into it. Hopefully Law and Crime picks this up because I don't want to be subjected to court TVs every 5 seconds stopping.
I heard of it, but it was California, so I was like, are they even? Because you know how California is, they don't really show
Yeah.
cases. So I was curious if they're going to show it too.
I believe that's Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Indiana doesn't have a zoo that I know of. But I mean, if you go to the Walmart there, I'm throwing out there that you can see a bunch of fun stuff. I used to live there, so I mean, the locals. And I'm not making fun of people. I have my own hillbilly day pass, okay, y'all. So I am one of the peoples, all right? I believe it was scheduled to be a death penalty case, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, you're okay. There's only a Columbus in every damn state.
There really is. That's crazy.
Tennis right next to me. So this is kind of the workup that Court TV has, and I was going to go through. I thought Sal had managed to get the restraining orders, but maybe it was someone else. I'm going to see if I can pull those up too.
Have some type of justice, and whoever did this will be accountable for their actions.
Mike, we don't know a ton about the state's case. We know that there, was some bloody clothing found at him, and they zeroed in on him shortly after the incident because you had all these people coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, you got to look at him because she was scared of him." At the end of the day, it's easy to point fingers at the person that was that guy that, she was scared of, but there's got to be more to it than that. And I guess the bloody clothing is going to be real big.
I fully agree. And my opinion on these investigations now has changed in the past 10 years. And here's why. Here's what I'm going to say. The police and the detectives who investigated this know things we don't know. I'm assuming, this is a prediction, I'm assuming that there's a bunch of forensic evidence, telephone evidence, tracking evidence that we don't yet know, but we're going to find out about soon. Because for them to, arrest a guy, the overwhelming majority of people who are arrested in murders like this end up getting convicted. Why? Especially these days, because the overwhelming amount of investigative tools that investigators have far surpass what we had 20 years ago, what we had growing up. So we don't know much, but we're going to find out a lot. Yeah, the bloody clothing is going to be a big deal. They've undoubtedly ran tests, but there's other stuff that have connected him to this murder. We'll find out about it.
Yeah, and Kelly we would assume that his phone, it's either, one of two things. It's right there at the murder scene, or it's conveniently turned off during the time of the incident. It's pretty hard to get away with anything when you're dragging around these phones. And we know he was a guy that was on the internet and posting things and, posting videos, et cetera, et cetera. His digital footprint is going to be massive, maybe even more important than those bloody clothes.
That's going to be key because that's in regards to pinpointing him potentially at the place. So the phone, any type of evidence like that is going to definitely going to be key for the state in this matter.
Really?
What about the...
Why does she look like Chelsea Handler to me? I keep thinking, Chelsea Handler, how was 50 Cent?
And this is just like a podcast lady?
Well, so I think the way they were touting it and the little bit of the article I'll read to you guys, it seems like they were touting her as the sex therapist to the stars.
No, this lady right here, sorry.
This lady, I have no idea who she is.
I thought they said she has a podcast or something. And I was like, what does she know? What is she talking about?
I don't know. Again, I keep looking at her and thinking Chelsea Handler's clean, but okay, why? Why is she here? I'm like, why is Chelsea Handler on the show?
The Drew Carey connection. I mean, it's just an interesting bit of information, Michael. She dated Drew Carey, a well-known figure. Do you think that this jury will ever even know that? Yes, she had a conversation with him or messaged him 2 days beforehand, but to what degree do you think the state would want that information in there? And I'm sure the defense wouldn't mind it because it just adds another human being into the mix. But do you think Drew Carey comes in at all here?
Absolutely. I think he's going to have to. I think he might even testify, and I'll tell you why. The timeline works out where she dated this accused murderer before she basically became famous and elevated herself and became engaged to Drew Carey. What they're going to probably show is that he became very jealous when she had her own reality show and when she got onto the Braxton reality show. She started, she got engaged to, Drew.
I don't know. I mean, he seems like a relatively attractive guy. I don't understand how he could. I mean, he could find someone else. I don't get people that don't let it go.
Well, I was watching some things, and didn't they say like he didn't even like see her for like 8 years before all this?
Yeah,
So,
that's what I was hearing.
If he was really stalking her, do you think he would just let it go for 8 years?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Who can explain people though?
Drew Carey, and then all of a sudden the prior ex-boyfriend, who she had a domestic abuse situation with, became very jealous, and he kept coming back and back and back. They're going to have to bring in Drew Carey. They're going to have to put him on the stand and ask him, hey, did she ever complain about this guy? Undoubtedly, she's complained about this guy to her fiance, because she was engaged to her fiance after she had all these incidents with this gentleman. So, I mean, undoubtedly, they're going to bring him in for sure.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. Another wrinkle in this case. We'll see it all play out of Los Angeles there in that jury selection process. Started it last week, actually. We expect opening statements tomorrow.
Baker's right. Sergeant Dom didn't see his girl for 40 years. Then, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so yeah, let's pull up the so stop screen, and I'll pull up the article because
I didn't really too deep into it, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, neither did I. I just saw sex therapist and started giggling, to be very honest with you, because I was like, "Nuh-uh, Dr. Ruth is." I was like, "Dr. Ruth is involved in something?" Oh, if they play Plinko in court, I will be there.
Give me a showcase showdown. I love it.
Oh yeah. And I will always guess 1. 'Cause I'm an ass.
$1.
Yeah. Who was jealous? I mean, she's dating Drew Carey. Sir, no offense to Drew Carey, because I love you, Drew Carey. But Drew Carey is like, he's elevated by his personality. Whereas the gentleman who is all jealousy and stuff, is unelevated by his personality. He's got the muscles, but not yet, but I'm gonna read the article and maybe they'll have something. Sometimes, they'll have like a little, not a hyperlink or whatever it's called. Yeah, that I would rather not know if you did, to be honest. So if you're lying, keep that to yourself. And Broken Baker says facts, not in evidence.
Yeah.
They might be. Since it is a California case, it probably won't start until noon. Like I said, this is gonna be a shorter stream. I'm going to probably cut this off in an hour. I have some running around to do with Mr. Mo, and then they'll probably start around noon or 1 my time, because I keep checking and they've put up Jack Diddley Squat.
Yeah.
But I can read this for you. So, a California man is facing life in prison if convicted of killing. No, it's not Drew Carey's former fiance. It's her name. Oh, you know what? These people are pissing me off.
I know, right?
Amiee Harwick. Her name is Amiee Harwick, not Drew Carey's former fiance. I fixed it for you. Court TV. Like,
Jesus.
I'm not a feminist, but come on, people.
Well, they gotta draw people in.
You know, Sal, without going over how long will opening statements last, oh my god. This is gonna be a common theme. I'm
Oh,
wearing y'all, we're getting magic markers, and we're getting all the white T-shirts. Plinko should be the discussion. Oh, we are gonna and I got my own Baker. Prepare to be jealous. And in honor of you, I
shut
got my own mobile whiteboard
my
that I
God.
still haven't taken out of the package because I am what we call all the lazy.
Everyone who streams needs one of those. So we can have some fun.
Well, Mr. Mo is actually on leave this week, so we are going to pick out flooring and paint colors for the rooms he's been working
Mm,
on. So, of course, I will be picking out the colors and he will be appreciating my choices,
of course.
or we'll end up fighting.
It should be.
Okay. Gareth Pursehouse, 45, is charged with murder and burglary in the death of Dr. Amiee Harwick, a popular Hollywood marriage and sex therapist. Pursehouse, like Carey, was a former boyfriend of Harwick's. Los Angeles County prosecutors allege that Pursehouse was waiting for Harwick when she returned to her Hollywood Hills home after a night out with friends for Valentine's Day burlesque show in 2020.
Mm,
Look, I wanna hang out with this chick. I mean, I would have wanted to. Okay, let's be honest, no, I wouldn't. I would have stayed home in my PJs and not worn a bra. I mean, let's be real. But Harwick's roommate, Michael Herman, woke up around 1 a.m. on February 15th to the sounds of a violent struggle in her third-floor bedroom. Herman told the police he could not find his phone, so he scaled a courtyard wall and ran to a neighboring home for help. Well, sir, that is that is some Olympics that is like American Gladiator shit.
so he didn't run out the front door. He scaled the wall. Jesus.
Well, I mean, if you got the ads for it, I mean, it's LA. He probably American Ninja'd his way over, like
Jesus.
double black backflip and like a triple Lutz on the way over and just how could he not find his phone? Look, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I I can tell you from experience with Mr. Fry, when it is 1 a.m. and I'm taking him out on a piddle break, it is very possible that I have 2 different Birkenstocks on. They might both be the right shoe, like the right foot shoe, and we don't care.
Mhm.
He scaled a damn wall. I mean, him for president. I want him on my front lines. When officers arrived, they found Harwick lying on the ground 20 feet below her bedroom balcony. She was rushed to the hospital where she died. Harwick's autopsy showed evidence of manual strangulation, but the county medical examiner determined she died of blunt force injuries to the head and torso. Friends immediately suspected Pursehouse, with whom Harwick had ended a relationship in 2012. Harwick accused him of physical abuse, and Pursehouse had been subject to 2 restraining orders. Okay, this is where California kills me because he made her a mixtape. Well, that's
Oh my God.
yeah, how about Rangers, like, he couldn't find his cell phone. He's
Right?
Yeah, probably. But, okay, California, I understand that everyone's going to have mixed opinions about firearms or personal protection, but and maybe she felt differently about, personal protection, but in this part, I would stay strapped, y'all.
Mhm.
Granny Stella Rose is gonna tell you, "Stay strapped."
Well, especially if you have a stalker.
Yeah, if you know, and then I'm sure California is all a pain in the they probably let you wear like, take a glitter, pen out. Friends immediately oh, okay, that I already read that. Friends said Harwick was able to avoid Pursehouse, a photographer, for 8 years, but in January 2020, about 2 weeks before her slaying, she ran into him at an adult film industry gala. Oh
See,
my gosh.
I'm confused about, like, she didn't see him for 8 years, but he was stalking her? How did she know?
I mean, I guess we'll have to listen to the court because that's where I'm kind of running into a disconnect. Was he kind of intermittently stalking her throughout this entire time, but it ramped up after she met him?
Mhm.
I also now have another thing. I'm like, Sal, they have adult film industry galas.
They do.
Tell
Yeah.
me, tell me about the awards. Oh my God. Can you imagine the awards?
Yeah, because well, I've heard of all this stuff. I forgot what it's called. I'm sure somebody knows.
I'm sorry. 9-year-old me is having a giggle fest about what the awards could possibly be.
I know.
Like best certain something something of something something. Because who hasn't run into their ex at an adult film gala before?
Probably in LA, it's so common.
Is Are they really called a Hardy? Are they called Hardys? If so, this will make my life. You have no idea. I'm sorry. I should not be laughing this
No.
much.
Don't. Don't
I'm
say
not putting
yours.
that up, Iris, but yes. Oh, they're not. Damn it, Sal. I was all happy for a minute. But, so hopefully the court case will kind of explain that a little more because it sounds like there was that initial they broke up, she got the restraining orders, it seems like either kind of defied them a little bit or it quieted down and there were kind of a few spats, but she didn't really turn him in or it didn't reach that level. She felt super uncomfortable. She ran into him 2 weeks before her death, and then I don't know. So he was arrested for her murder the day she died. Powerhouse or I wanna call him Powerhouse, this is gonna be terrible. Pursehouse was initially released on a $2 million bond, but he was taken into custody again a few days later on a no bail warrant. How do you get okay. He's remained in the Los Angeles County Jail. I can read, I promise, some days, but it's supposed to start today,
Mhm.
in theory, if they will ever give us a time, but apparently Court TV does not do that
No.
because that would be against, like, their religion.
And yeah, if they're covering it, I can't see why law and crime wouldn't either. Kind of,
And then this is supposed to be some sort of I don't know what Kill Tony is, but this is the suspected killer doing something fairly creepy, on this show. I think it's an improv or something, but he's being fairly creepy on this show, so perhaps we can watch some of this.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like. And be sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. And also remember that chat needs to be on live chat and not top chat. Okay. What is this all about?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't this is all in the article. Okay. Okay, I have no idea.
All right. Oh shit. Put your hands together for your next comedian, Gareth. Is Gareth here? Just
Oh,
one
he's a
word, Gareth?
comedian.
That's interesting.
Oh, this will be. Apparently, we have
Uh-oh, here he comes.
Captain and Notes Neil as the band.
Mhm.
Interesting. This won't be painful, I'm sure.
Great.
Thanks, everybody. It's a real human. Oh,
Well-
that way, Gareth. Go back that way.
When they recommend you as being a real human,
It's
that's when you know you're gonna be a great.
dream. Dream. Here he is. One more time for Gareth, everybody. Come on.
Hello, everybody. All right, let me spin around this. There
First
we go.
impression, I get all of the douche vibes. Like, and I don't know him. If I didn't know him personally and I didn't know he was a unaliver.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here in all the best parts of entertainment. We've got most of a band. We've got morning radio sound effects. Sometimes a full band when a toy kazoo comes from the ground, raises from the grave, takes over Tony and starts singing. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful time. I think he froze. So back to popular. So over the summer, Trump yanked all the troops out of Syria, right? And then ISIS got loose. They're knocking on doors, running away, or
All
something.
right, well, he's already not funny.
He's already driving me nuts. The whole thing is driving me nuts.
Well, okay, first of all, like, you don't clown on the people who brought you up. First of all. Second of all, I wouldn't go into politics. I mean, it is California. You can definitely probably assume that he's supposed to be really creepy and weird on this, but I'm gonna put him at 1.25 because the douche vibes are giving me chills, and I just
Something like that. I don't know really how it works. And I thought he should have asked Tony. That's a bad idea
Well,
because he is broke.
and oh my god, he looks like the dude that married Tori Spelling, but after he cheated on his wife to get with Tori Spelling. What's his name? Dermot something or Dylan. God, what is his name? I'm terrible at this.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though. I can't remember his name, though.
Dingleberry McDingleberry. I don't know. I love that Jamie's looking it up.
I'm trying.
Because I'm like, what's his face? Yeah, but we're speeding him up because he is irritating.
Broke the bank relying on the pullout method. Quickest coming comedian in comedy.
Oh no, he's even worse at fast speed.
Anyway, so I have bad news for the entertainers over there. No, okay. I have bad news for the entertainers over there. The best day of your career is going to be the days after you die, when like paintings skyrocket in price. Can I continue? Can I? It's close. It's
Go ahead,
okay.
Gareth. Go ahead.
The paintings skyrocket in price. Redbox starts holding some movie from 1962. But what about the porn talent?
Yeah,
What happens with them?
McDermott.
Is it just
No.
Red Band at Home singing, "She was so underappreciated in her time"?
All right. All right.
Okay, well, yeah, how about can we yeah, here's the thing. You have to have I'm like, are you supposed to be you're supposed to be funny. Sir, as a comedian. Now, listen, I'm just a mo on the internet, but as a comedian, in theory, your job is to make people laugh. Now, what are you doing? And are people laughing?
All right. There you go, Gareth. You did it. Doing the age-old broken method of trying to roast the people that the audience is here to see. That's good. How do you feel, Gareth?
Shaky.
Shaky?
Yeah.
Is this your first time on a stage?
On a real stage, yeah.
Yeah. What other kind of
We
stage
can't
have you
Like
been
when
on?
there's like 5 comedians.
Oh, I wish it was stage 4.
Now that's funny. See, that's funny. Sir, on the drums, that's funny. See how that works? Because you're an ass. You made fun of him because you're an arrogant asshole. And then when he takes you down a peg because you came out here flying like you're going to be good at something, and then you aren't, and then he takes you down a peg. See,
That's funny.
See, sir, take notes and listen now. You're going to have a lifetime to work on this in prison, but
Gareth. So you try to do jokes about us.
oh my God, I need my own drum kit so I can make my own rim shot and
And I
not.
already hate his first name. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, Gareth. I keep wanting to call him Garrett
Yeah.
or Garin, but yeah. Hello, Dirk.
Hi, Dirk.
Us, and that never
It wasn't
really
my original
works.
plan. I was just writing normal jokes, and then
Right.
it kept twisting easily into just stupid roast. And I figured you guys are roast people, so I thought I'd try it out.
How did it go?
I don't know.
It didn't work for you.
Doesn't sound like
sir.
good.
No, it doesn't, Garrett. No, it doesn't. So you just started stand-up comedy?
I've been writing a lot for about 2 or 3 years, but I've barely
Give
ever
up.
tried to get on actual
When
stage.
you say barely ever, what do you mean? You've done a couple open mics, or this
Just
is your
like,
first?
or it's like a couple comedians that try themselves like a year ago, but other than that, nothing.
How come? Because it went like
Busy,
that?
yeah. No.
Because this happened.
Jesus
I'd
Christ.
say a mix of the good and bad on the other ones, but
Right. What do you do for work?
software engineer
And how old are you?
or 41.
Yeah. What do you do? What are your hobbies? What are things about you in
Stalking
your real
people.
life?
I like to build stuff.
Restraining
Like I'm a
orders.
work with my hands kind of guy, or projects. Always trying to think of like a cool invention.
Okay, when he says work with his hands, now it has a whole different context to the whole thing.
No.
I love you guys.
See, everybody loves the demented part of all this.
Well, I mean, how many of our potential defendants have actual footage of them doing stand-up, well, attempting to do stand-up comedy?
Invention, that kind of thing. That's or traveling. That's
Like
that's,
what? What have you come up with? What are some of your
I wouldn't.
inventions?
Nothing successful right now. I'm trying to figure out
How to have the worst kill Tony set ever.
If you build it,
I miss.
the horse of truth has arrived.
Like right now, I'm trying to figure out a water conservation project.
Let me tell you something. There's no way you're going to be that guy.
No,
you're not going to. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just give up on that. Yeah.
You're right.
Get a filter for your washer or your shower head so you don't use as much water. That's about it.
There you go. Red Band just solved it, everybody.
That's exactly how it works. Good
Use
job.
less water.
Why are you a one-name comedian?
Oh, my last name's long, so I just didn't bother.
What's okay?
My last name's Pursehouse. It's too long to write.
What is it?
Pursehouse.
Pursehouse?
Why does he have the weirdest name ever?
Wow.
But-
Too long.
Why are you going back to be? You have a microphone. What are you doing? Okay. Technically, you're talking to them, but you're also talking to the audience. So you should square yourself off so you're not. He is. Oh my gosh. What is. Dirk. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so
this is
sad.
exactly. This sounds like when my mom was like, so this is like, is this really a career? Like, so what do you do to be successful, like
God.
fiscally? And I'm like, well, top boob only, nipples if they pay more. I didn't say
Long
that
to
out
write,
loud.
huh?
It's
but I
two
thought
words
it.
we all know.
Wow.
It sounds like a drag club.
The drag club.
Oh my gosh, that's a
Pursehouse.
great joke. He could have said, "Hey, my name is Gareth Pursehouse. I know it sounds like a drag club. I had that idea, but I'm bad with makeup." Like, again,
So
these
that's
jokes write
interesting.
themselves, sir.
You have a
are just
girlfriend?
horrible.
No, but I'm here with a way too hot
Glad
date.
you right
Oh
for him.
wow.
Don't tell
Not
him.
anymore.
She's gone. She's gone, Gareth. She's
I think
fucking
she's gone.
Mohammed in
Yeah.
the back of the room
Wait.
right now. We can all see her.
No, she's gone.
She's fucking Indian Brad Pitt. All she heard was Brad Pitt. She's wasted right now. She's just taking it. That's fun. Gareth, so how do you get a chick that's way too hot for you? How does that work out?
Luck.
Handcuffs at this point, and yeah. Again, this all has so many different connotations now that we know possibly what he's alleged. Like, how do you get a way too hot woman? Well, through binoculars and a telescope right now. But I have a tracker on her phone and Life 360.
Luck. Yeah. Do you just have you only have your height on your dating profile?
Yeah, that's it. Just
everything else it starts to drop off fast.
I mean, you're handsome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Yeah.
good looking guy.
It's helpful.
Yeah, in a retarded team leader at Target kind of way.
Oh my God. Sir, if I wasn't married saxophone man, I would send you flowers. That was the best burn. I mean, and also YouTube, that wasn't me saying it, so I should get in no trouble for the hard R word right there. That was not my words. I would just like to be put out there. I never said that. And I do not condone that. I just laughed hilariously at it.
I love it. Like fucking he looks like if Clark Kent went into a phone booth just to call his grandmother.
I have Superman for Halloween a couple times.
Duh.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I get every time. Like, no shit.
Oh,
idiot.
shut up.
Gareth.
Again, sir, possibly don't roast the shit out of a bunch of people who are professional, better comedians and smarter
funnier
than
than
you.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah. And he went home and was an absolute ass to his date. Like his date was like, yeah. He's like, how did I do? And she's like, well, you took your reaming well. That was really nice.
Try.
That wasn't totally emasculating. I didn't want to go home with Captain and no Tennille. That was really great. You do not look like a Target manager. You look like a Best Buy manager.
I'm drunk. I swear to God, send me drinks, everybody. All right.
The whole unit gets defensive when people take shots with their 60 seconds.
Yeah, no, I like what you guys do. I just thought it'd be fun, but
You're a fan of the show? You ever watch it or listen
yeah,
to
I've
it?
come here a couple times, but of course I cut up here the date.
Like, give us an example of a joke you were going to say before we all lost respect for you.
I'd have
do
to
one normal joke.
I don't have everything.
Your best joke.
My best. Yeah, I don't.
Come on. Come on. You have one fucking joke that doesn't have to do with me or Red Band or whatever you did.
I had one today where I've been told by I was talking to an ex from a long time ago, and she told me that before.
Talking to a what?
I was talking to an ex, and she told me that when we first met, she thought my personality meant I had a small dick. And then I talked to another ex, and she told me the same exact thing. And I just want to make it perfectly clear right now that my dick size is private.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What a wild swing you took.
Kick him off the stage.
Yeah, but yeah, and honestly, his yes,
Yeah,
this channel does not give legal, medical, life, dating, comedic, penile, any sort of advice.
We don't give penis advice.
Although that joke was horrific and terrible.
Yeah. Did he really think that was funny?
I mean, the way you could have said that was, so, I'm trying to get back into dating, and I've asked my exes, a couple things I could do better, and both my exes have said that, upon initially meeting me, they both thought that my personality was trying to compensate for something. So I've started working on my abs. Like, but yeah. Let's continue to see how much more he makes himself look like an ass.
You took on. Don't boo him.
I don't have any memory. Yeah.
What a wild swing you took, bringing up hot date for the first time to this. Just like, I hope I'm any good at stand-up comedy.
He does give that kind of.
She's a real hot date now because she just lit herself on fire in the corner there. I can see. It's the hottest date, dude.
Well, I'm really glad you came up here because I didn't think it was possible for me to hate a man as much as I hate my husband.
Well, Gareth, you gave it a shot. I would love to see you come back sometime if this is something that you actually think that you might enjoy doing when it goes well.
Yeah, I write literally constantly. I just don't memorize it.
Right.
It's terrible. Oh, God.
Sir, again, okay, I have thought about doing open mic nights. You kind of have to do what you know. Like a lot of mine would be about being a mom, not about obviously a lot of female comedians seem to be about like drinking and their lady bits. But you kind of have to have like your certain standard jokes. And then if you're going to try a new one, you test them out. But you kind of have to have those shits memorized. Dude, what the hell is wrong? You would never go on stage like, "I'm just gonna wing it." Like like full Bill O'Reilly, like
Yep.
like, "Screw it, I'm gonna do it live." For the love of all the Cheetos. Yeah, this really does hurt. I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't realize that this was gonna be all the cringe, but it definitely is nice seeing this weirdo in his fully confident, "I'm going to wing this," because this man definitely thought that this was gonna go well, and the brass pair that I would love Gigi, I would love to, and I always have a positive idea. This is why my auntie t or my story times with Auntie Mo are probably going to become more frequent, because I have time to do, like, quick story times, but I don't have, you know, I can't stay up past 8 o'clock in the evening unless I take a Monster in the afternoon. He is lying about a date. He doesn't know he doesn't have a date unless okay, Indigo, we have saved you. We have saved you. You're welcome. This is your early Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Festivus. Merry all of those. You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure the first kid to use the phrase "I'm way to go Einstein" was a bully on the playground.
Way to go, Einstein.
Yeah,
He's a bully on a
stupid joke.
playground. But why? But why? Why would that? Why would that bully?
Oh yeah,
Hi,
a
Christine.
bully on the playground in 1880. So
Okay, so that makes that's so important to the joke.
Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't work.
I mean, I don't think it would have made it work, but it would have made it make sense.
Yeah.
I would say that joke is 2% there.
Poor Broken Baker. He's having to listen to probably if I know it's a kid with YouTube, probably one of those anthropomorphic toilet bowls screaming skibbity for some reason. Yes. Because they don't have a shepherd's hook large enough for that big old ego-filled head.
Hey, milkman. All right, there goes Gareth, everybody. We're going to keep moving. There goes Gareth. There we go. You got to be careful up here, people. You got to be careful. This is not a game. This is not a joke.
I want to see his date. So
Let's hope he hangs himself so we can say, "Way to go, Epstein."
Yeah.
I
How's
mean,
it going, dude? You leaving your...
that was not funny. That was just terrible. That was so terrible. So that is where we're probably going to leave it for right now. I am going to plan to be back at 12:30 or 1 o'clock Eastern time is when they're supposed to start something at this point. Again, Court TV is a pain in the actual butt when it comes to actually scheduling these things instead of, having them actually, planned. Oh, and Grizzly True Crime's doing this. I bet she's already found him guilty and
Oh, yeah.
sentenced. Awesome.
I was searching around for stuff and I seen some of her.
Yeah, if anyone finds a link to a local channel or anything and they're on the MLS Discord, please pop it over there. Or if you're on Twitter or X or whoever and wherever, please let me know because I am having a heck of a time, which is, kind of normal for me as per usual. Yeah, now that pain is what you don't want to listen to Gareth, the comedy hour. Thanks, Sal. And don't forget, so I will be doing mornings for this for the most part, and then Sal and Excited are going to kind of pick up the afternoons. I will pop in, but evenings, afternoons, especially with this being a California kind of Pacific time, will be kind of right around, where all kid and all that kind of craziness stuff kind of starts happening at my house. So we will kind of be jumping in to help each other and then kind of boost our watch hours and try to hit new audiences and things like that. So that is our plan for this. And to get excited, kind of some more people to watch and different things and get her used to doing trials and things like that, which is awesome. So if you have not met her, she is from Australia, which does exist. However, Georgia, the country, does not exist in my world. That's my imaginary country.
Yeah.
So I am going to let you guys go. Like and subscribe. I will put up the link to the next, or I will go ahead and create the next stream. And hopefully they would actually start something for something somewhere. And anywho, the Jody Arias thing, or Jody is getting ready to start soon. So you will have, Jody trying to explain Smexy stuff for the 873rd day. There is nothing less sexy than her trying to explain her love life.
Oh, I know.
But the court reporter's reaction to her stuff is so sad. He just turned so red, and I feel so bad for him. So I will see you guys in about, well, I'll probably actually just make the stream to start after Jody. So I'll probably do about an hour and a half from now for it to start. So probably about 1:30.
Okay.
And then if it's already started, we'll just run a little bit behind, but go through breaks. If it hasn't, who knows? California is weird. I don't even know if they know time, to be honest, because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, okay. So I will be restarting at 1:30 Eastern time. And at that point, Court TV should be starting a live stream of the actual like opening statements and things like that in this case. If not, we'll kind of vamp and maybe get some information about when that does start. Since it is Pacific time, I will try to go until at least 4 p.m. Eastern time. But then, since I am a mom of 6, uh, Sal from Dolly Talk and Excited Utterance will take over the kind of afternoon, after lunch kind of stuff from there, just because he's from Arizona and she's from, oh gosh, Australia. I was gonna say Austria, but I was like, "No, that's not right." Any hoozle, I will see you guys, and I will go ahead and put that stream up as soon as I end here. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys.
Bye.